Hello friends, it's an extremely high honor once again to welcome you back to Rick's Garage. What you've been listening to for the past minute or so has been a racket that is coming from one of the components driven by the serpentine belt on this 2006 Nissan Altima. I've turned the volume down so that you can hear what I'm saying. Not that I'm that interesting to listen to. So I thought it would be fun today to try to diagnose this problem. We're going to use my Steelman Electronic Stethoscope to check the different components that are being driven by this belt and see which one of them is making the racket. Obviously one of them has a bad bearing. Now we have an alternator, we have an air conditioning compressor, we have a water pump, we have a tensioner pulley, and we have a power steering pump. I'm not going to worry about the power steering pump right now. Usually that'll make a noise when you're turning the vehicle, so I don't think it's that. So we're going to concentrate on the four components: the alternator, the water pump, the tensioner pulley, and heaven forbid, the air conditioning compressor. What you see before you, friends, is my Steelman Electronic Stethoscope. It's quite impressive looking. It has 4 transmitters, has a receiver with 6 different channels. It comes with 4 transmitters, but you can buy 2 optional transmitters to use channel 5 and 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook each one of these transmitters into one of the 4 components that we want to check. And then we're going to access the transmitters one at a time through these different channels until we find the one that's making the noise. Now you may ask, why go to all this trouble when I can simply use an ordinary automotive stethoscope? Yes, I could do that, and it might be a little quicker, but really, what fun would this be when you've got something like this, a toy like this to play with? Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, friends, is pull this engine cover. Now, I'm using a Phillips screwdriver. These were originally, I believe, a Torx. I'm not sure what size Torx, but a bunch of them were stripped. So I just simply replaced them with these little Phillips screws. They're metric, by the way. You can get metric screws in your from your local hardware store. Let's pull this up and out of the way. This is what the microphones actually look like. It consists of a little alligator clip that will clip onto the component, and it has a wire that will plug into the transmitter. So we're going to hook one of these onto each one of those components, and we're going to write down which number transmitter is associated with it. Alright, the lowest component here is the air conditioning compressor. So we're going to take and hook a alligator clip onto that, and that looks like it's well hooked on there. We want to make sure it's away from the well away from the belt. Okay, so we've got that hooked onto the air conditioner. So I've gone ahead and plugged that into the transmitter labeled number 1. So I'm going to get a piece of paper. I'm going to mark down that number 1 is the air conditioning compressor. So I'm going to do the rest of these off camera. Number 2 is going to be the tensioner pulley. Number 3 is going to be the water pump. And number 4 is going to be the alternator. So I'll come back when I get this all hooked up. Okay friends, I've got all 4 transmitters hooked up to their respective components. They've all been switched on. So now I'm going to take my little notepad, which lists which each component is connected to, and I'm going to go in the next room. I'm going to start the car, turn on the receiver, and see if we can detect which one is causing the problem. Okay friends, so I've got the car running in the next room, and we've got number 1 already on. And you can see that's fairly quiet. We're not getting a lot of noise from that. That's the air compressor for the air conditioning. That seems to be okay. Let's go to number 2. That's making quite a bit of noise. Number 3 doesn't seem to be too bad. And number 4 seems to be making quite a racket. So it looks like 3 is fairly quiet, 1 is fairly quiet, number 2 and number 4 seems to be making the most noise. So I am going to take a look at the alternator, and I'm going to have to undo the tensioner pulley to remove the belt to replace the alternator, so I'll take a look at that too. But the 2 components that are making the noise are your tensioner pulley and the alternator. Number 3 doesn't seem to be too bad, but certainly the alternator is making the most noise. So we're going to look at the alternator, and while we're replacing the alternator, we'll certainly have a look at that tensioner pulley. But those are the 2 things that are making the most noise. So that's really all I've got here for Rick's Garage. I just wanted to try out this wireless Steelman stethoscope. It seems to work pretty good. We're able to narrow down the problem with two components, the tensioner pulley and the alternator. Maybe that's why it's so loud, because we got 2 things that are defective here. But certainly the air conditioning compressor, which I was most worried about because that's very expensive, that seems to be running nice and quiet. And the water pump don't seem to be making too much noise. It's both the tensioner pulley and the alternator. So I want to thank you once again for watching Rick's Garage. Before I go, I'm going to post 2 videos to your left. I hope you find one or the other of interest. Feel free to click on either one. And to your right will be my avatar in the form of my trusty German Shepherd. Feel free to click on that if you wish to subscribe. So thanks again for watching.